Support for City Series boys football is provided by the Akron Public Schools Career Education Department at 330-761-3131 or apscareers.com.
Football here in APS 15, and this one will be a good one with the 2-2 Garfield Rams going to be kicking off to perennial powerhouse here, the Buchtel Griffins. They're looking to receive this one on a beautiful evening here Friday night in beautiful Ellet, Ohio. Looking to kick this one away. Both teams have played pretty even against each other the last 3 years within the City Series. Obviously a great run by the Griffins 2 years ago going to the state finals. Looking to kick this one away is going to be Jateris Grant. And he will send that one straight on down into the arms of the Griffins. They'll wait, and bring it out to 15 right up the middle. Has some space, stutter steps, but it'll be down at the 34-yard line. And they'll take over from there.
Great block by number 6, Stephen Mosley, as he created the hole that got the Griffins great field position. Both teams coming off their initial City Series victories. The Rams defeating Kenmore last weekend, and then the Griffins in a rainy conditions shut out Firestone. So both teams 1-0 in the City Series. Firestone with quarterback Chris Davis behind center.
Chris Davis takes it, hands off, looking right. Cuts back inside, still on his feet. First down, he'll have 20, 25 is where he'll finally fall down at. And a good start with the power run game by Marquez Sams.
Big run there. Who'd you have on the run there, Dave?
Marquez Sams, number 11, the sophomore.
Yes. Big start. That's a good way to start the game for Sams.
And you're a fourth of the way to 100.
Yep.
On just one carry.
First down right off the bat for the Griffins.
And onto their side of the field, they'll hand it to him again. Really does well on this one. Look at that. Great vantage point, late hit you see by the Griffins as well. No flag down, but ran well, 5 yards there.
The Griffins going to have to do a better job up front of tackling. One thing that the Rams do possess this year, which they haven't had in recent years, is more skilled positions, more guys that can hit the big play, but up front so far it's been all Marcus Sams.
Senior Davis in the shotgun. Wide receivers split out. He'll take it himself and go up the center. Big hit at the line of scrimmage. No help there as a big hit was delivered by James Corey.
Yeah, James Corey did a nice job staying in his lane there on that spread option, and the keeper, nothing doing for Davis, going to bring up a 3rd and 5.
The junior, 200 pounds, 6'1". That'll gobble up the undersized quarterback for Buchtel. But he's got 3rd and 6 now on the 44-yard line. Looking left, throwing out wide. It's going to be short of the first down, and he won't get it. Even with a healthy spot, it looks like it'll be 4th and 1 on the pass.
That ball underthrown a little bit, and because the receiver out there had to stop for it, the Rams' pursuit caught up to it. They got half of it back. Going to be about 4th and 2.
Pass caught by Derek Rucker.
That's their main target. We'll call it 4th and a long 2 here. They're going for it, but we have a whistle and a timeout by the Griffins before they have a chance to get the playoff.
So with the timeout, want to let you know that City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering a free lunch for every elementary student and a free breakfast for every student. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. So the first pass play, a short one, and just wasn't enough And you hear a lot of talk when you're a receiver, knowing where that line is, where you need to get to, and that's where you want to make that cut. That one on that little flank route outside, just not enough space to go upfield to get the first down.
The ball being a little bit underthrown, it
slowed him
made
down.
Rucker kind of stop his momentum, and a nice job by the Garfield pursuit. Both the cornerback on that side and the outside linebacker. They're going to go under center here on fourth down.
I formation. They're going to hand off. He gets hit at the line of scrimmage. Can he stretch it? It looks like a good
Second
spot.
effort.
The top line of your screen looks like a first down. Marker here on the bottom end does not. No signal yet.
LaJohn Ellis was the one with initial contact there as he stood up the defender, but good second effort there by Sams. Is it going to be enough for the first down?
And we're measuring.
It looks like no from here. You were on it last week, Eagle Eye. Should I cheat and get the binocs out?
Well, the spot, if you looked at the top spot, it looked like he had it.
I'm
The
gonna say
bottom
no
spot
way.
did not. It looks like a no.
Stretch that out there.
Oh, no.
Half a yard short. And how about the Rams holding on fourth down? And after bending, they stiffen up with two really good defensive plays on both third and fourth down, forcing the turnover on downs, and they'll start with pretty decent field position at their own 31. A great job by number 5 for the Rams, LaJohn Ellis. He came through full speed and stood up the running back to force that into a 1 yard gain. They needed about 1.5.
Only about 2.5 minutes on that possession. So now the Rams will take over on the 44-yard line, going back the other way.
Going to have Jataris Grant, and joining him in the backfield will be number 12, Darian Powers, two returning players from last year.
Well, what a back he is. Excited to see what he'll do tonight. Looks like a blitz coming. It does. And we're going to have a gain of about 3. Powers with his first carry.
Powers had the hole, but it was closed up quickly by Gissendaner, number 42.
Anthony Clark I saw on that side.
Also in
the
on
big
the hit.
defensive tackle at 6'6". Took a double team. Looks like he's going to be a bit of their focus and allowed the linebackers to come up. And he's at the bottom of the defensive line.
Yeah, bottom of your screen. You can see him easy, defensive end, getting in passing lanes.
You're gonna can't miss him. Now the ball is going to be. It looked like dropped.
That was Jataris Grant, and he had nowhere to go. He tried to hit the hole on the quarterback draw, and there was just nowhere to go.
So we saw a pass play on 3rd and 5 by the Griffins, and now at 3rd and 10. Will we see one now? Two wide receivers at the bottom of your screen, Miles Davis and Latante Lash. Grant in the shotgun, hard count, nothing there. Gonna take it himself. He's in trouble, and he's gonna have a sack. They'll lose yards on that one.
Single coverage on the outside, but they try the quarterback draw, nothing doing there. A loss of another yard on the play. Nice job by the Buchtel defense to force the 3 and out. So 3 plays and -1 yards for the Rams, not the way they wanted to come out.
I'm not sure why he was so impatient to take off right away.
Didn't let that develop, right.
I could see if they were covered, but they barely got off the line of scrimmage. He kicks this one away right side. It'll hit, go out about the 45-yard line. Not a great punt for them. They'll take over from there.
25 yards on the punt for Grant, and Buchtel with great field position and their second possession of the ball game.
So 2 short possessions for each team. 2.5 and 2 minutes. Time of possession about the same so far. Both, well, Buchtel got one first down and then stalled, and then the Rams didn't get anything going. He'll go back under center in the offset I formation. He danced before the music started, and that'll make you go forward 5 steps. Can't cha-cha until he says so.
Encroachment, nice job by the Buchtel Griffins offensive line, getting the freebie 5 yards, now 1st and 5.
Hands off, he gets about 4 yards, and he'll get carried back, and that does look like it should be a flag.
It's just a continuation. They didn't throw him down, but they had him picked up pretty high, didn't they?
Agree to disagree.
Yeah, you usually do. You're usually wrong, though.
Yep. Well, that's the way it goes. 2 yards on the carry for Sams. So that's that 25-yarder helping his average so far.
2nd and 3, a real good down to go play action here and maybe try to go deep, because then they'll still have 2 downs to get those 3 yards.
Taman Allison at the bottom of your screen. Split out, wide receiver. Not looking that way, he's looking the other way. He was over the center, he's got a man there. It's caught at the 5-10, touchdown Griffins as he goes in. Derek Rucker on the touchdown, puts 6 points up on the board. And Davis, 2 for 2 passing.
I don't know, did I say good down to go play action there?
You did say that.
Did they get that call from this booth?
47-yard strike. His second target. And he goes over 50 yards receiving on almost one play.
And they found a way to get their big play guy the ball right up the seam on just a nice little fly route. And he did the rest as Davis put it right in the seam. Nice job by the Griffins.
Looking to set up for the extra point. Puts it up.
Wow, he missed it, but he hit it far.
No.
Was that Davis?
It
I
is.
believe that's Davis.
It is Davis.
Kick no good. Plenty of distance, but the accuracy not quite there.
But they get their first points on the board, go up 6-0 on a quick strike. Short possession, minute and a half, but when you score from 47 yards out, it tends to be that way. A nice job by Davis to allow Rutger to have the time to make the move, and then he's coming across the center, hits him well in stride. And Davis at that point, no safety help coming the other side. He's into the end zone.
Yeah, Davis, a 3-year starter for the Griffins, and one thing the Griffins always do, they play that brutal non-conference schedule to start the year, as they did again this year, playing the likes of McKinley, Lakewood, St. Edward. They got Columbus, Bishop Hartley later in the year. Just nobody plays a tougher non-conference schedule than the Griffins, and it always gets them ready for City Series play. Davis, a well-seasoned starter, Dave, his 3rd year, throws a great ball there. If you don't get pressure on him, he will pick you apart eventually. He can do it with his legs, but he's one of those guys that prefers to do it with his arms, but he certainly can do it with his legs when he needs to.
They'll send this away. Davis, right side, will hit it at the 15 and stays in bounds at the 2-yard line. He'll pick it up and come back out. He'll get to the 17-yard line on the return. Great kick by Davis.
Great
Just
kick.
Died at the 2-yard line. They were hoping for a touchback.
Living on the edge, and that you can't place it any better than that. And nice special teams coverage. And really, I think the returner did the right thing, because they would have got that ball out at the 35-yard line there, but instead they get what they can, and they're going to start inside their own 20.
Probably in another 40 minutes, once that dew sets down, it would have slid right out. Hasn't done so yet on this dry day. So Grant, full house behind him.
Here's back to the traditional Garfield tee.
Yep. And they're running left. And they'll get about 5 yards on the carry.
Yeah, Darnell Griffin off that left tackle, a play that we've seen Garfield run a few times, Dave, and there it is, successful. 6 yards on first down. I'll see if they'll stay in the tee now.
Playing up are the Griffins defensively. Long count. Grant loses
Fumbled
it, though.
the
It's
snap.
down. Uh-oh. A little bit of the slipsies
They
out
got
there.
it back.
They're going to sort it out. I don't go by the players, Joe.
They signaled third down already.
Every player says, we got this.
Official signaled third down already.
Yeah.
They're on it, kind of. I don't know if he pulled out too early, but he looks like he never got a good grip on that one.
He was there for a while, kind of with a long count, and then just dropped it coming out.
Wasted down there for the Rams, going to bring up another third down situation.
Had a good short yardage second down. And now a little more pressure mounting. The Griffins looking for him to throw. They don't. They're going to keep running it. And it looks like we're going to gain a yard on the carry.
That ball needed to be cut up.
Uh-oh.
And a little extracurriculars. And I think that's going to go on the Griffins, and that's going to be a bad penalty.
Sportsmanlike conduct against the Griffins.
Forcing their second 3 and out, Dave, and that penalty is going to hurt. It's going to give Garfield their first down.
That's a big one.
And it was for a gesture after the sack celebration in NFL, which doesn't get nearly as much tolerance in high school or college football, especially high school.
It's hard because there's so many things in the pro game at every level that you're allowed to do that at the high school level, even the college level, you aren't allowed to do.
Right.
The things the fans are allowed to do as players, those little nuances. You want to see it on Sunday, but you can't replicate it. Well, usually Friday, but now Thursday night that we're playing. Looking to hand the ball off. They do. Goes through the seam. Gets a little bit. Late whistle by the referees. They'll get 2 yards on the carry.
Good initial drive by the Rams offensive line, but too much pursuit by the Buchtel defense as they blow it up a little bit, but a gain of 3 for Powers.
What I'm seeing from the Rams so far is they're trying to run between those tackles and either get that coming in play, but there's just not the space there to get the hole. So they're trying to slide through any crease that they have, and they're getting a couple, but they're not able to break that 5 and 6 yard that sets up the shorter second and third down. They'll do it back this way. 2nd and 6. 4.5 left here in the first. He slips a little bit. Oh, my. Looks like he'll get a yard on the fall, but slipped in the backfield a little bit was Griffin. So 3rd
Somebody's
and 5.
down there.
Let's see. That would be Lee Pryor.
Lee Pryor on the carry, yeah. And Pryor needs to cut that up sharper right away. He went too wide with that, and Buchtel's defense too fast. And the pursuit had a chance to get to him in no time, forcing a loss on the play of a yard.
Still looking at him. I'll let you know that City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public School Career Education, where students can choose from 30 different career education programs. For more information, apscareers.com. Also, City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools. For enrollment opportunities, akronschools.com. Akron Public Schools, smart choice. So you saw him come off the bottom of your screen there. They still are attending to him.
Looks like maybe he rolled an ankle, the left ankle they're working on.
Retying. It doesn't seem severe, so we wish him the best. Game continues, 4:04, 3rd and 5. And they'll do this without him. Grant under center. A full box in front of him of defenders. They'll run it, though, right side. Good push by the defensive line, and I'm not sure he got back to the line of scrimmage on that one, and he does. Just barely, though.
Buchtel, as you said, they're getting 8 and 9 guys in the box, and they're going to force Garfield to throw the football. Nowhere to go for Powers there, as he has to go east-west and just dug it back into the line of scrimmage. And the Buchtel defense looks real good so far, Dave.
Not a lot of variety so far coming from the offensive sets of the Rams. But when you can't do what you want to do, sometimes you have to continue plugging away at it. Kick away, high, good kick this time, calls for a fair catch, goes over his head, hits at the 30.
Oh.
And that will go back.
That'll help the average. That punt goes 55 yards.
Great punt. Went right over the head of the Buchtel Griffins, and he tried for the fair catch, and he was stepping back too fast to try and even go for it. Gets a break that it comes back out to the 20-yard line. Three and a half minutes on that drive that seemed to stall right about midfield.
So far for the Rams in the first quarter, Dave, 8 plays with a total of 6 yards in those 8 plays.
Davis hands the ball off, and he does. To Sams, he'll get caught up. Spin move.
Great spin move.
Great one on your camera angle there. I'm sure Peter got it upstairs. And he gets 5 yards on contact at the line of scrimmage.
Luckily, Jared Bell got a hold of him before he really spun that into a big one. But 5 tough, hard-earned yards there for Sams.
2nd and 5 now. Setting up personnel. At top of your screen will be Dylan.
Clock continues to roll as they talk about it. I don't know why they didn't blow the clock. The clock stopped. Yeah, now he signals it. The clock never stopped.
Looking to throw, rolls left. Man there, pump fakes, and just kind of gets rid of it.
Good decision to not throw it where it needed to be caught, because great coverage out there by Jataris Grant as he was not fooled by the play action.
Pass intended for Rucker at the top of your screen, 24. That's all he's looked for so far passing is Davis looking for Rucker. Almost looked like he wanted a go route. He came back for it and then just kind of got rid of it.
3rd and 5. Watch the hard count here. They'd already got Garfield to jump off sides once. 4 wide this time for Buchtel.
Yeah, they don't do that in City Series, do they? Quick throw to the left side. He'll try and get to the pylon, and he'll get, looks like a first down, right on pass. Curtis Grover on the catch.
Looks like they're going to go hurry up here.
At the line of scrimmage, the 6 yards is a first down. They'll move the sticks. They're set up again. They'll keep it wide. Oh, this is why you love football, folks. Davis again in this spread formation out of the gun. Looks left, looks right. Goes sideline. He's got Rucker. Rucker has it, gets past the first one, and he'll get 9 yards on the pitch and catch.
Nice easy throw and a nice route by Rucker, his 3rd reception now. That's going to move the chains again.
And I like Powers going with the hurry up.
Little change of pace.
Well, then they went one side to the other.
Mm-hmm.
Rucker gets his helmet back on with some help.
Now they go back to the huddle, but just to change that up to show them, hey, we can do this when we need to.
They gave him 10 on the catch. First down again. Again in the gun, 4 wide, but pushed on this side. They'll go left side, ball a little underthrown, catches it, goes right into the defender, and we got flags down. Will be a gain of about 5. but we'll look to see what this penalty is first.
It's all going to be nullified. It's going to be a hold.
Hold.
Yeah. Out in space there on the wide receiver on the screen.
A holding will set up second and 10, or first and 10.
That'd be about first and 17 here?
It's saying second and 21.
They got third on the it's first.
Third and 21. Hey, I'm just trying to follow what the scoreboard says and what the signs say. Third and 21 will go. A minute left here in the first quarter. We're rolling right, looking to pitch, cuts inside, keeps it himself. And he'll get 5 on the carry. His first run.
Nice job by the Ram defense of stretching that play out, not giving him a good seam. Good decision by Davis, but didn't give up the home run there. Now they went from third to second down, told you. And then it's fourth down on the board.
Second down.
Wow.
So that one must have been first, as I originally mentioned. Now we're at second down and 12. Davis looks left, throws. Good throw. Not much yardage. Good. That's a nice spot. He caught that behind the pylon, but they'll.
Wow.
Looked like about 2. We'll give him 3.
That should be the last play of the quarter there. Yeah, and a nice job by Davis. Not a big game, but he used it to get to the open area. That was Timmy and Allison on the catch. Quick first quarter, partner, as Buchtel has controlled the clock and controlled the line of scrimmage so far as they lead by a touchdown, 6-0.
Want to let you know City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public School Career Education, where over 95% of students have passed the Ohio Proficiency Test or the Ohio Graduation Test and earned a high school diploma. For more information, apscareers.com. City Series football on APS 15 is also supported by Akron Public Schools with student opportunities in visual arts, including drawing, painting, ceramic, sculpture, photography, and computer design. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. So 1 quarter in the books, and the Griffins get the first strike and get the only touchdown in the first quarter, and they're driving here in the second. Flip-flopped it the other way. Now at the bottom of your screen, you get a good look at what Davis is going to do. Looking left, looking right, patience, but he has too much time. And we got a sack back there. Great heads-up play by Eric Boozy. The senior just grabbed him with one hand and took down Davis.
Yeah, he kept fighting to get in there, and the pocket just collapses on Davis. Nice sack as Davis takes the loss there. And the Garfield defense holds, and they'll get the football back.
So they'll finally punt this one away, 4th and 15.
Davis back to punt. Oh,
Low
we have
snap.
movement on the left side of the line.
Low snap. All right, do I have this right? Is Davis 4 for 4 passing?
No, you're close.
4 for 5?
5 for 6.
5 for 6?
5 for 6 for 71 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah.
3 of those receptions to Derek Rucker for 62 yards, and
Grover and Allison. The other
Allison's got the other 2 for 9 yards.
Okay.
Also had one good gain negated by penalty. Movement on the left side of the line there by Stephen Mosley. That's going to take it back 5 more for the Griffins.
So 4th and 20, and they'll go for it out of the shotgun.
Maybe.
We'll see.
Looks like they might. They can still punt because they got their punter back there.
Yep.
Yep, and he's dropping back.
And he will kick it off the spread.
Great advantage to have your quarterback as the punter.
He's at the 38, picked up, back the other way. Cuts back inside, still on his feet at the 50. A big hit the other way, and we got a fumble down.
Just too much of a hit as that ball went about 10 yards to the side and eventually gets out of bounds, saving the Rams, Dave. Big hit, though.
Big hit at the 50-yard line. It's going to be returned back at the 46. Powers on the fumble.
But a nice job by the Rams defense as they hold, and they're by far their best field position starting off of the night. And we'll see if this offense can get anything going here in the second quarter. Only 6 yards of total offense thus far. They tried the spread. That didn't work for them, and then they went tighter, and now they're back to more of a spread formation this time.
Yeah, now we're going to see Grant back in the shotgun. Our first passing play, let's see. Goes back, 4-step, looking over the center. Caught for 4 yards.
Boy, I thought Ollison had a beat on that, and he was going to take it for 6, but a good strong throw by Grant. Darian Powers on the reception. You're going to have to throw some on first down if they keep crowding the line of scrimmage as they are.
And I like it so far. Open up for some of that running game.
And sometimes you got to keep teams honest by doing that.
Sachs looking like he's going to try it again. 2 at the bottom of your screen, 1 up top. Up top is Powers. He'll block. They're handing the ball off. And he'll get about 2 yards on the carry.
And really a good cutback by Powers. Got all he could there, just not much hole. He gets what he can to get 2 yards and make it a manageable 3rd and 4 here at midfield. Garfield getting beat up front so far. The Buchtel front 7 really dominating this game on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, they're not getting the push you want your offensive line to of a yard or 2. They're getting met at the line of scrimmage, if not pushed back a yard. But we're only in the second quarter. Things can change. It's a lot of work for a defensive lineman all game to go after. They're going to hand off to Powers left side. He's looking to cut up. He gets a first down. Still on his feet, and he'll go just out of bounds. Go down just before going out of bounds on the 7-yard gain is Powers.
Nice job as he started to slant upside, but a quick cut to get north-south and get the first down. And that's good news if you're a Garfield fan as they get positive yardage and get their first down that hasn't been via the penalty.
Approaching 9 minutes here in the first half. And we'll get Grant again in the shotgun. Powers, his buddy in the backfield. Looking to run right for the pitch. He'll keep it himself. He'll cut up. And he'll get 5 on the run.
Yeah, real good play on first down for the Rams. And after being seemingly dominated in the first quarter of play, starting to get in this thing, they can punch in the end zone. They're right back in the lead, or at least tied.
Second and 6.
Again, a short game, but they're having their most successes when they don't try to get outside. Just one little cut to get back to north-south.
Yep. Good adjustment so far by Coach Sachs coming out in a more spread. They've had more success. Grant in the shotgun, looking to hand the ball off. He'll follow him through. Good run through the seam. So he's spinning, turning, and will be just short of the first down. Looks like, no, that is a first down. Okay. Sorry.
Trevon Wilkes saves a big gainer with that tackle.
So 8 yards by Powers on the run. 1st and 10.
Got a little something going now with Grant and Powers. Kind of trading carries here the last 4 or 5.
Long count, catches, Powers up the center, splits through the defender, hit there. Off he runs for another 5, and he'll go down. Clock continues to run.
Another cut as he made somebody miss, and lucky he did because it would have been a big loss, but Powers just very shifty so far. And a good positive yardage, another 6 yards on first down.
Second and 5 now. Ball on the 26-yard line.
Powers now with 29 yards on 7 carries.
Grant, long count here. Nothing there. Grant will go through. Oh, he's met right at the line of scrimmage. He'll get nothing on the carry.
Powers a little bit frustrated, but Grant's got to follow him off of his left hip. That's where he had the block, and he cut it a little bit to the right there.
Met by Anthony Clark and O'Shea Foster.
And you mentioned it, Dave. Seems like running Grant just a tad impatient, not having a chance for his blockers to lock on. Just about a quarter or half second more.
Well, and showing that pitch a little bit is going to put your defenders back on their heels a little bit. Now our 3rd and 3 is going to hand off right side. Pushed right through, and that's going to be a first down.
There's
by
the
Griffin.
push. There's the push that they've been looking for.
Yeah, that's first. So a 5-yard run by Griffin in 6 minutes, and just like the clock, the Griffins keep rolling on downfield.
Now Garfield playing Garfield football. Ball control, eating up about half of the quarter.
And they go back to the T formation. Hand the ball off right side. Powers hit from behind, and he'll get about a yard on the play.
Powers made the most out of what looked like it was going to be a no-gainer, but just a little better push by this Garfield offensive line as they're starting to win some of those battles up front.
Trevon Wilkes coming around from the corner.
Yeah, he's been in on about 6 tackles already in this ball game.
Well, and as he was waiting for the play to develop, had to be patient, and then from behind he got caught. They'll take a timeout to talk it over as we continue with high school football here on APS 15. Want to let you know City Series football right here, supported by Akron Public School Career Education, where adult vocational services have been providing career training to adult learners for over 55 years. Over 350,000 people have enrolled in customized programs designed to meet the ever-changing needs of Akron area business, industry, and government. For more information, visit apscareers.com. Also, City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, online at akronschools.com. Akron Public Schools, smart choice. 5:32, and a much different offense for the Rams here on their 3rd possession. Hey, the lights are on in here. For our TV folk. The press box has the lights on.
Lights are on, but is anybody home?
Back of the field, 2nd and 10. Griffins fans underneath us here.
I think we're having scoreboard issues. I think it's about 2nd and 8. Look where the sticks are.
Yeah. Okay, 2nd and 8, I'll take it.
Yeah, you can't trust the scoreboard right now. I keep hearing it beep. There they go. They got it.
Under center. Hands the ball off Powers. Cuts inside. Breaks 2 tackles, but they got his shoelace. And no gain on the carry for Powers. Powers just hasn't been able to break the big play you're expected from a running back to do.
Hasn't been able to get to that 2nd level.
Yeah. Just seems to keep getting tripped up either at the line of scrimmage or just past there.
Another timeout for Garfield. He knows this is a big play. And Coach Sachs takes his 2nd timeout of the first half. Talk it over here. This is a really depends what you're going to do on 4th down. Is what you can go a lot of different ways here. You can go trick or gimmick play, or you can try to get half of it in this possession, knowing you're going to go for it on 4th down. Do you put the ball in the air here? Maybe an option, a run-pass option with your quarterback, who's one of your best athletes with Powers. Whatever you do against this Buchtel defense, it's so fast, Dave. You have to do it. They get such penetration. You can't do a lot of wide, like reverse things, because Buchtel's speed just negates any trickery by just getting so far in the backfield.
Yeah, I think running the ball is going to be tough. I'd like to see maybe go back to Boosie again on a short run, or a short pass, even if it's not for the 1st down. I like his athleticism out on the side.
And in this formation, he'll be lined up on the right side, tight end, and sometimes out of this, they'll like to fake the handoff and then go with a pop pass right over the middle. We've seen them do that in the past.
Yeah, all spread, 3 wide. Looking to keep it himself. Grant goes through on the fake, has the first down, and he's down to the 5-yard line. A run of 10 yards.
And they decided to go with option. Nice read option by Grant as he put it in Power's belly and then took it out, saw the hole, and a very good execution there on 3rd down by Grant. Great decision. Biggest run of the night.
Well, and he sold it well. I'm sure from you folks at home, tough to see who had the ball. And same thing is what the defenders thought for Buchtel.
Now 4 downs to get 5 yards. They're going to go back to that historic tee.
Under center, looking to end to Powers, trying to get around. He'll go through for a touchdown. Rams touchdown as Powers gets his 9th carry, and nothing sweeter than a 5-yard run for a touchdown.
Nice job by Darian Powers, the 5-yard scamper off right tackle, and credit to Bob Sachs and his coaching staff for staying with it, really kind of staying with their game plan and not panicking after those first couple of possessions brought nothing, and they've just tied it up here with 4:27 left in the first half.
And their second possession here in the second quarter. Ball's down, kick is up, and we have a lead. So they take the lead on the extra point as it goes through. How important just that special teams is. In this territory, it's a different kind of football, Joe, and you know what I'm talking about when you don't have, the great kickers you see at the other levels. You're forced to be able to either get close enough, almost within the 10-yard line to try and kick a field goal. Then at that point, you might as well almost try and score. But you got to go the length of the field if you want to just get any points and get almost inside the 10 to even make the attempt for it.
And the Rams play a certain style of football, and one thing that you can always look at halftime or at the end of games is time of possession. If they keep their penalties down and they win the time of possession battle, they're going to be in games. They're not a team that can afford to get down 2 and 3 scores because they're not an explosive type of offense. They want to control the football and control the clock. And the best way to keep the Buchtel offense at bay is to keep them off the field. And they've done a great job of that thus far in the second quarter. Let's see how Buchtel responds.
Well, and they're also a very dangerous team for that reason when they get up.
Right.
Because you don't get the ball back and they keep plugging away at you. Kick up, low, squib off the ground, goes right over the Buchtel defenders. They drop it, pick it up at the 15-yard line, and he'll be hit at the 23, and they'll start from there. The return by number 13, Timon Ollison.
And DeAndre Bowden did a great job of staying in his lane and coming through on the secondary level there and planting Ollison on the ground. Garfield, the team with the momentum right now. But we'll see what Chris Davis and company has to say about that.
So now a juiced up Rams defense comes back on. They got 4 minutes to stop them. Grant looking to throw. Turns, catch, and out of bounds.
5 wide that time. Empty backfield, and they get the nice pitch and catch to Ollison for about 8 yards.
Very efficient passing.
Yeah, a lot of cushion being given.
Yeah, but
still, they're really spreading them out here.
Only one incomplete so far on the game. Davis looks again, has time, throws, caught, first down, out of bounds.
I think
they're saying he's out first?
I think he dropped it.
Okay.
He tried to turn before he had another pass. See, that's pre-snap read by Davis. Davis knows where he's going with that ball as he gets the snap. There's no read there. He's reading the defense before the snap, and he knew right where to go. That one in and out of the hands of Allison. Another good throw by Davis.
So 3rd and short now. 3rd and 3.
They stay wide. Real important down here for the Griffins.
For the Griffins, they just want to keep it short. Looking for the end around. They fake it, goes right up the center. Big run for a first down. And he'll get 10 yards on the carry. And he's had a much bigger playability.
You don't want to abandon Sam. Sam's in 6 carries already up over 50 yards, so you don't want to abandon him, still with plenty of time.
Bottom of your screen is going to be Derek Rucker and Hugh Cade, your wide receivers. 2 up top. Davis looking left, has time. Pressure coming from behind. He's got to run up the center. He'll get 5. He'll get 8.
Fumble.
And we have a ball down. He wasn't expecting that to happen. Do you see official sign yet?
Ooh.
Couldn't see whether it stayed in or not.
Carried that up real loose. Man, that could have been a 6 the other way.
It almost seemed like he wanted to maybe stop and throw or try and slide to not get hit, but he just didn't. He just kind of stopped. So 2nd.
So both teams fumbled now, but fortuitous bounces, and they both get them back.
Hurry up to the line of scrimmage, 3:30. 2nd and 5 from the 49-yard line. Davis in the shotgun, 4 wide, rolling left, has time, pressure coming from behind. Now it's coming in front, he's got to run. He drops the ball again and goes out of bounds.
You got to throw that thing, plenty of time to throw that ball away and not take the loss.
He goes out of bounds, it does stop the clock.
And again, it's not much of a loss on the play, maybe a yard or 2. But plenty of time to just throw that thing into the track here. He's out of the pocket. He's got receivers on this side.
Well, and he had James Corey coming from behind. He didn't even see that. He was about 10 yards behind him, but if he'd stopped and thrown, pressure coming.
Slapping at the ball, was knocked out again. Luckily, he was out of bounds for Buchtel fans.
3:17. They bring it in tighter. Davis, good protection, looking to pop it over. He does.
Wow, what a play in the open
tackle.
field. Number 16, Eric McCants, a great job of pursuit on 3rd down.
A loss of 3, 4th and 8. But a great tackle.
They tried to get the backside screen to Sam's, and they completed it, but that was it.
Wrapped him up well. So they'll spread it out again. This time the clock is going to continue to run. A bit of confusion, it looks like, for the Rams linebackers. They settle in. Here we go, 2:30. He's going to kick it. It's high.
Wow.
Great kick from where he was. Hits at the 10. And that'll roll in the end zone. They can't get to it in time.
Another 55-yard blast by Davis.
So that'll stop the clock at 2:25.
Anxious to see how both teams play it with the long field to go to. I think Garfield would like to just get a first down and get into halftime. The Griffins do have 2 timeouts. If they stop them on first down, I'd use them. Try to get the football back. We'll see how they play it. I would look for Garfield to keep it pretty conservative here, which means they'll probably go deep.
Trick play. You can't see Coach Stack's sleeves because he's got a short one on, but there could be a card up there. You don't know. Grant in the shotgun, looking to hand the ball off to Powers. Powers cuts inside. Illo.
I'd take it right now if I'm Buchtel.
Rolled over in the sea of white. They do not take it. A loss of 2 on the carry.
Well, you got to take it after the next 2 downs.
And the clock continues to run. It looks like they'll use it on 2nd and 3rd down, I suppose. And we're slow to the line, are the Rams, because they're eating up clock like Pac-Man. Grant in the shotgun, Powers along with him. Good running duo out of there. Snap the ball, hand it to Powers left side, looking to get inside. Still on his feet, spins around. He'll get a 4-yard gain on the carry. Still.
And why are they not taking a timeout? Oh, okay. But they just wasted about 4 or 5 seconds.
Now they did take the timeout. Joe, I'm glad you're not bitter about it.
No, I'm on top. I'm all about clock management. That could be an extra play.
Spoken by the person that got here about 5 minutes before the game.
Clock management.
Clock management. Hey. Want to let you know during the Timeout City Series football right here in APS 15, supported by Akron Public School Career Education Department. Akron students have access to over 1,000 different apprenticeships and can earn national credentials in career education programs before they graduate from high school. For more information, apscareers.com.
The Griffins take time. They still have 1 remaining. Actually, according to the scoreboard, they don't have any left. I think Garfield has 1 and Buchtel has 1. I'm going to go by what we think and what I have written down. If they didn't have a timeout left, they wouldn't have taken one there, I don't think.
No,
Agree?
I agree.
Agree to agree.
Third down.
Agree to agree.
I concur.
Agree that you even need a razor more than me at this point.
Yep. Oh, boy.
Is it winter beard time? And if they have one, they got to take it right now. And they do. That's their last timeout.
So that'll stop the clock with 1:17. And we'll set up 4th and 9, 4th and 10, 4th and 11. So they are going to discuss this one up, punt it away, and hope nothing bad happens in
I think
77 seconds.
Well, you do one of 2 things here. You set up a return or you come after this with 10 guys.
I think you're coming after it.
I think deep in the own
territory. You have the quarterback. You have the quarterback to do it.
You come after the punt, you put the pressure on 2 guys, the guy snapping and the guy punting.
And the guy catching because he's got no no help.
Again, Buchtel takes their last time out. The Rams have 1 left.
I wonder if they'll take a timeout here, see what they might do. 4th and 10. Back to kick is Grant.
And they got 2 back, so it looks like
they're going to try and catch it. They send him in. Good pressure. Ball kicked high. He's going to drop at the 47. He doesn't touch it.
You got to try to grab that.
And it'll roll to the 38-yard line. A good, healthy roll for the Rams, and they'll back on defense looking to stick this out with 66 seconds left in the first half here, up 7-6.
38-yard punt. And Dave, you have 2 options here with a good throwing quarterback. You go sideline out for a couple of quick plays, get 7 or 8 yards a pop, or you go deep if you want to go over the middle, you want to go deep over the middle because you don't have any timeouts left.
I agree, though. I think you should have at least tried to pick it up on the bounce, if not catch it.
Oh, sure. If you're not going to come after the punt, then you want to try to get a return, and he got a good hop on that bounce. Played it safe, though.
Rucker up top of your screen. Probably your intended target. Davis in the shotgun. Nope, he'll go left side. No, right side. Back to Rucker deep. He's past his defensive lineman, but underthrown, tipped up. Did he hold on? No, he didn't. Tried to tip it up to himself. 5 targets for him. And really, Davis, with 3 incompletes, most of them pretty close to the hands of the receiver. I would say that one a bit underthrown, but still the receiver almost
you give your guy with
himself.
Give your guy with the height advantage a chance to go up and get it. And somehow they got I don't know how, but they got single coverage with Rucker out there in this situation.
Well, I think because he turned left looking for the quick slant and then went over top to Rucker.
I think the good pump fake sucked the safety in, and then he was able to get that one-on-one coverage out. Let's see if they go to the intermediate route or if they continue to try to go deep. Still a minute left in the half.
Davis looking to hand the ball off. Oh, good job by the defensive line of the Rams. Tackled by number 63. No, 53, I'm sorry. Sean Calhoun.
Nice job by the Rams.
And that one, a great one because it keeps the clock running. Sam's, no gain on the carry.
Grant going bump and run coverage here on 3rd down.
He rolls right, pressure there. He gets around, he throws up over top, and incomplete.
Great effort there.
Really had nothing there. Good coverage by the Rams, even though he was open. Running out of bounds, and a scrambling quarterback.
Looked like DeAndre Bowden they tried to get the football to, but a little bit too wide there. And a 3 and out for the Griffins. They're going to have to punt it now back to Garfield. Maybe. They're going to go from this.
I don't know about that.
On the 38-yard line?
I don't know about that.
What would you do?
I would go for it.
This is not a video game.
I know.
It's my new thing.
It's at the 32. And we'll bounce. Uh-oh.
No, that's not. No.
Did they push him into it? I think so.
But that is why you stay away from the football.
Uh-oh. Coach Sachs very upset with the call.
Touched by Buchtel first. And they got it right. But as our partners up here in the broadcast booth are saying, get away from the ball. Get 30 yards away from it. If you're not going to pick it up, get out of here. And I think Garfield either takes a knee and goes in.
It's not exciting if you do it that way.
Exactly.
That was an exciting
It gives us a lot more to talk about. That's why.
We had a potential touchdown called back. Called back by silliness.
So all us grumpy old men up here, chance to say, what are you doing? Or get on the. It gives us a chance to get on the officials too, which we always enjoy doing. Garfield going to take a knee and gladly go in, up a point at the half. Man, that is one tight formation.
You couldn't put a piece of paper between two linemen. That'll do it as we're running out the clock here in the first half. As Joe said, the Rams, the happiest man in the locker room is going to be the kicker. He put them up 7-6 here in the first half. We'll take a break during halftime. We'll be back with first half stats and more football right here on APS 15. Welcome back. We're 10 seconds from the second half. And, Joe, let's have our stats.
In the ball game, first downs, Garfield with 5 and the Buchtel Griffins with 4 yards rushing. The Rams 63 yards rushing to the Griffins 54. In the passing game, 77 yards, 7 for 11 for Chris Davis. Only 1 for 1 passing through the air for Chadaris Grant, but he did have 4 yards. Total yards, Buchtel with 131, 67 for the Rams. The Rams only with 1 penalty in the ball game for 5 yards. And the Griffins 3 for 30 yards, but the difference on the scoreboard is an extra point and a long drive in the second quarter at the 4:20 mark when Darian Powers went off tackle, giving the Rams a 7-6 lead. Individually, Darian Powers 12 carries for 39 yards and a touchdown. Jataris Grant with 7 carries for 15 yards. For the Griffins, Sam 7 rushes and 48 yards. And in the receiving game, Darius Ruckers from Hootie. I knew I would say that today.
I listened to him on the way here.
I figured. Well, this Rucker has had a good, successful career as well. 3 receptions, 62 yards, and a touchdown. And that's the damage. But right now we got ourselves a good ball game. And Garfield, I believe, will get the ball here to start the second half.
Yeah, we discussed a little bit, off camera here that, Garfield's they're playing their kind of game. They're not making mistakes. And I felt they played a better first half with sticking to their own style, and you look at the lack of penalties, only giving up 5 yards, the lack of turnovers, and each time that they do go 4 and out, they get a pretty good punt off. So special teams, obviously, with the extra point being the most crucial one, they've really been clicking on kind of all cylinders, kind of outside of the passing lane, which they're only 1 for 1 for. I'd like to see a little more passing to open up that run game for them, but a near perfect first half, but a hard thing to duplicate in the second half.
Keys to victory for the Rams will always be control the football in the line of scrimmage, win the time of possession battle, and limit Buchtel's big plays. They've done 2 of the 3. One big play for Buchtel, but they came back with a nice drive of their own. For Buchtel, their keys are execute and be explosive. They were at times, and really they have good numbers, clean numbers. They haven't turned the football over. I haven't been hurt too bad by penalties, but just victim of getting the ball within the 30s but not being able to punch it in more than that one big play.
And it'll be caught. Davis as the ball comes back in, slips, will get to the 20-yard line on the return. The sophomore. And they'll take over from the 20. And it'll be interesting to see, Joe, whether they try and pack it back in or spread it out as we saw in the second quarter. I think that was the difference maker as we discussed. When they came out and spread out their offense, it gave a different look for the Griffins. They had to adjust, and they were able to get down and score.
And people talk about their offense being kind of predictable, run heavy, but that is a change-up, different look, going from the full house to the spread formation. And a little more success in the spread, but when they changed it up and went back to that full house, they had a little bit of success with that, and they're going to come out in the spread again.
Grant, hard count, no movement. He'll run left side, get caught up, but he'll gain 5 yards on the carry.
That's the play that they had the big gain on in the first half, that read option. And that is the new version, Dave, of the old triple option where your quarterback would go under center, fake to the fullback, and it's just, which we might see a variation of that come out. It's just now teams do it out of the shotgun, and it gives you a lot better vision.
He'll be again in the shotgun. Looking right this time to Powers, but he gets hit hard by the Griffins. And a good tackle by number 53, Samar Griffin.
Yeah, Donta Madi also cleaning up there as they just came in an all-out run blitz, and Powers had no chance. Loss of 4 there for Darien. Powers been a workhorse, 12 carries in the first half.
Hasn't seen a lot of big yards chunks as his counterpart has with Sam's. Sam with 2 carries over 10 yards, and Powers hasn't gotten one yet. Does have the touchdown, though. Looking to pass over the center. Grant, great one-handed grab. Going to be just short of the first down. A bullet coming through. Zip that one in there to Bussey, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Eric Bussey with a great adjustment, but couldn't keep his feet. If he would have been able to keep his feet, probably could have fell forward for the first down, but a great catch.
2 catches for him, both times coming from Grant. So 4th and 1.
Got to punt in this situation.
You know, is it just me watching the Browns go for it last weekend? I think everyone could be a fake. It's just in the air, something in the air. He kicks it away, hits at the 42, takes a bounce inside, will not be recovered, and picked up at the 38-yard line. So they'll punt with their first possession in the 3rd. But saw a little bit of a pass play. Back to the running as well, a little more differentiated of what they're going to do, but not enough for a first down.
Nice job by the Griffins out of the gate, out of the locker room to force a 3 and out. Big play there coming on 2nd down by 53, Samar Griffin.
So now Davis in the backfield, looking left, eyes on his receiver, thrown low, and it will be caught for 5 yards. Pass caught by Rucker.
Just so much cushion being given by the defensive backs because they worry about that speed and that big play capability.
67 yards on the evening for Rucker. the main targeted receiver for the Griffins.
He beat him deep. They're a good 8-9 yards off the ball on Rucker.
Motion coming to the bottom of your screen. They'll not give it to him. He'll run up the center and get a first down. And flag and Hankey's down. He had a run for 7, but let's see what it is.
That's in the old area of holding.
And it is.
Garfield fans like that because that's going to negate the first down.
They'll move back. We'll be 2nd and 15 now. And this isn't the first drive that's kind of been diffused by a big penalty of that nature.
4 penalties now in the ball game for the Griffins.
Second holding call.
Yeah, 40 yards worth of penalties so far. And 2nd and about 13 now for the Griffins.
Rucker at the bottom of your screen there. 3 wide. Davis rolling right. No pressure time. Looking to run. And he's going to be running over a defensive back.
Yeah, he didn't go into a slide there, did he?
Darnell Griffin took him down, but he got hit hard.
Nice run by Davis. Didn't see what he liked, so he just decided to duck it. His best gain of the night. Give him 9 on that one.
Deer Safair is coming off the sidelines. Looks like he hit his hand. But we'll continue on the field. Wish him well. 3rd and 4. Davis under center now. I formation. 2 at the bottom
Hard
of your
count.
screen. No one's moving. Got to go for it. Rolls to the left. Pressure there. He throws that one up. Uh-oh.
That was a great job by Bussey right there, not getting sucked inside on the fake. And as a defensive end, you have contain on that, and he does a great job forcing the 3 and out. Looks like the Griffins will have to punt it back to the Rams.
Great pursuit by, what was it? Oh, Jared Bell. He came around, and I think he had a run on his mind, and he had a Ram right in front of him.
Fourth down about at midfield. You got to think they're going to punt in this situation. Again, he's setting up.
Yeah, he is the punter, but such a great
Got
formation.
3 out
for them.
here. I'd throw it out here. They're going to go for
anything.
it.
They're going to go for it.
Like
Looking
I said,
left.
I'd throw it out here. It's
he
wide
came
open.
back to catch it. It's going to be a first down, still on his feet. Comes back inside, made a miss, and he's off and running. He goes. And that'll be 45 yards, and then he's going to be caught up at the 5-yard line. Great pursuit by the Rams to hunt him down. And what is it? Hugh Cade.
Yeah, number 25, Hugh Cade and partner. They had 2 defenders out there for 3 receivers, and a nice easy pitch and catch to Cade. Chris Davis with a big gainer. Did you get the yardage on that, partner?
It would be 50 yards.
Whoa.
Looking right side.
Wow, what
Touchdown.
second effort by Sams.
So Sams from 5 yards out gets a touchdown and puts them back up 12-7. And as you mentioned, big plays.
On
50
4th
yards
down.
definitely counts as one on 4th down. And you saw the defensive back kind of slowly coming up. And it's such a trick play. You know, we saw before with, punters and quarterbacks being able to have the same number. This one, no differentiation, just the same guy, and they line up in the spread formation and make you come back up and basically not receive the punt at all. They'll go for 2 here. Under center is Davis. Looking to pass, man in his face, goes to the back corner. He's wide open, but he didn't stay in bounds.
Just ran out of real estate. And
Just didn't know where that back line was. Could have probably caught it.
the bad thing, Jataris Grant is down in the end zone, though, for the Rams.
It looks like a cramp. So we have an injury. He's over there stretching it out, but it will make the score 12-7. So a 50-yard pass sets up a touchdown for Sam's. And the big play comes with the Griffins here in the third quarter. Their second possession. First possession, second possession.
Yeah, Chris Davis now 9 of 14 through the air for 131 yards and the touchdown and the two big plays. And as we said for the Rams, limit the big plays. One now in each half, and they've both led to Buchtel scores.
And we saw some resiliency from them when they scored a touchdown last time, able to come back and get the touchdown of their own.
And Garfield, the type of team that needs to keep it at a one-score game, not a quick and explosive offense. Seems like they attended to Grant, and he looks to be okay.
It looks like a calf strain or cramp in the calf. They're massaging.
And they got another quarterback taking snaps over here, Trevon Shepard, just in case.
I think this is great. I think they're waiting for him to come back into the huddle area. He's got to come into the team area. He's still down by the sidelines, or he's got to be farther away from the sideline.
That's good for him in case he is not walking very well, and that could be a cramp, but it could be if it's a pull. That's not what you want. Again, Grant going both ways, so that's a double loss. They can't get him back.
Kick is going to be caught at the 16-yard line. What we got here, Joe?
So hard to on that low kick to keep for having that knee go on the ground, and that's what happened to Trevante Thomas there.
Gotcha.
Going to be poor field position again for the Rams. And they're going to go with the backup, Trevon Shepard. Sophomore quarterback going to come in for Grant, who's still being attended to on the sideline, trying to work out that left calf. They're going to go to the T formation here.
Under center. Shepard handing the ball off the center. And not going that far. Ball is called dead. A 5-yard gain.
Allison tried to sell it, and he did come up with the football, but it was after the forward progress was stopped and then some.
Who we have running though? Was it Griffin or Ellis?
No, it was Ellis.
Well, I thought
and a good gain on first down. He is straight up the gut from that fullback spot.
2nd and 5 now. Grant still being worked on. Shepard will come out, and what pressure to be put on? 12-7 your score. Hands the ball off again. Stiff arm, but no. Looked like a big face mask from my perspective here.
Absolutely should have been a 5-yard variety.
Did not see it. Loss of 3.
I give them a loss of 2 there, and they've really keyed on Powers. 2 negative rushes in the second half. And now let's see if they let the youngster put the ball in the air here.
3rd and 9 now. Grant back on his feet. That's positive.
Moving a little bit better.
But it might be too late. Shepard rolls out left. Pressure coming. He slides through, and he'll be sacked for a loss of 6.
And they need Grant. Grant is the punter as well. He'll go back in to punt the football.
wasted possession for them without him.
Another 3 and out. So Grant will see if he can try to get him back in there.
And just what you want to do with a pulled calf muscle is kick a ball.
It's the other one, but it's still the plant leg.
High snap, catches, kick is up and high.
Uh-oh.
And it's going to be a short one.
He got a fortuitous bounce,
amount.
but not much.
That's going to be a punt of about
17,
15
yeah.
yards.
We'll give him, yeah.
Ouch.
Yeah, we'll give him 17. Sounds a little better.
17-yard punt.
17-yard punt. They spotted it at the 30.
30-yard line, though, is not where you want to give the
No.
Griffins. Last time they passed it for 50. You hope they do it again because it'd be past the goalpost on this time.
In execution so far and
that's
battle up front, Griffins' advantage here in the third quarter.
And it's just unfortunate, but the possession they had without starting quarterback, it's going to be a different. You got bad field position. You got
so you don't want to do too much.
You got your backup quarterback, and now you bring him back in for a bad punt.
Now our defense got to step up and get a stopper, force a turnover.
Absolutely. I formation, Davis. End around. One-on-one. Hand tackle goes right on by him. And he's going to have a first down, a gain of 16. On the run is going to be Ollison.
20-yard gain for Ollison. They're down to the 10-yard line, and it's looks like they can get a first down just inside the 1.
20 yards on the run. And they had an opportunity, a one-on-one situation, but a hand tackle is not going to bring down a player.
No, he made a couple of guys miss in space there. And
you got to drive them right through the belt.
Not breaking down enough as Garfield was doing in the first half. And again, they lost contain there, and they let the Buchtel speed become a factor because they let Ollison get outside. And if you let these guys get to that second level, that intermediate level, that's when big plays happen. Twice we've seen poor tackling in the open field, making players miss, and credit to Buchtel for getting guys the ball in space.
And Rucker at the bottom of your screen. He's already had one look in the end zone. He won't get one here. They'll hand the ball off to the running back. He breaks one tackle, spins off, and he'll have a gain of 5.
Sam's having a good day. He's gotten himself in the end zone.
When he's done a great job of kind of absorbing contact and continue to move forward.
Yeah, 60 yards rushing on the day for him. It's been a pretty workmanlike effort for the Buchtel offense. Couple big plays, but a lot of chunks of yardage in the ground game, which is very encouraging.
Very elusive. Look to hand the ball off to him again. No. He's going to go back inside. We had a gain of, where do they give him? 2. That's going to be someone else, though.
Yeah, number 21, Corey Smith with his first. Man, big run down there. First run of the game right down by the goal line. He gets them ever closer.
Nothing like coming in short yardage. First action, first carry of the game.
Boy, this is where the Garfield defense needs a big run blitz or a stop.
Alec Gross and Smith in the backfield. To Smith again, stutters through, and that's a goal line stand, folks.
Remember, they can get a first down just inside the 1. They're not there yet.
No gain on the carry. 4th and
maybe about the 2.5-yard line here.
On the goal line, 4th and goal. And I hope.
And no first down. They can't get a first down, even though they were just outside the 10. Hey, what do I know?
You've been overruled. But the good news is Sam's comes back out. If you're a Griffins fan, that's who you want to give the ball to in this situation. In the backfield, Sam Davis pitches to him outside. He's looking to throw. Tosses up. Touchdown, Griffins.
The pitch pass on 4th down.
1 for 1, 2 yards, and a touchdown. Who he pass it to?
23.
To Allison, they're saying?
No.
Okay. 23 would be Twitty Dixon? I don't think so, Joe.
Okay.
Let's say 13.
Okay. Allison.
So a 2-yard pass puts him up 18-7. And it's just a blink of an eye. They are on top of it. Davis directing the offense, goes back now under center on the 2-point conversion. Looking to pass left, center. Pressure coming right. Tosses it up. And
Got it.
Got it. Difficult to see who caught it, but Davis did send it in.
Rucker on the drag route.
So 20-7. So Rucker on the 2-point catch. And the sails of the Rams losing some wind. Another player down for the Rams in the end zone. Is that Powers?
It is. Now you got Powers cramping up. And the cramps are devastating the Rams right now. Their 2 best players both banged up. That's not what you want to see when you're going to try to make a furious comeback attempt here. But it's been all Griffins. Really in the first and third quarters of this game, it's been controlled by the Griffins. And there's a difference in the ball game.
Big plays and a lot of speed coming on the other side of the Griffins. And as for as well as they played, not giving up penalties, not hurting themselves. The big plays are tough. Missing tackles and giving up a short punt, short field for them, and a big run to start it off. A 20-yard gain gets you pretty close to the end zone when you only have to go 30 yards.
Garfield starting the second half as they did the first half. So far in the second half, partner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 plays for 5 yards. 6 plays, 5 yards. Remember the first 8 plays they had of the ball game, they had 6 yards. And that's kind of been the difference in the ball game. A short punt and a short field, and Buchtel takes full advantage of doing it a little bit more via the big play on the pass, but mainly grinding it out with the run game here in the second half to get themselves up 2 scores.
And Powers does get off the field, dealing with a cramp issues, walking under his own power. So that is good. And now we can get the kickoff going.
Yeah, it looks like Grant's good to go. He'll go back in on this possession. He's trying to run it out here on the sideline. Still a lot of time left in this ball game.
I'm looking at a 2-score differential, though.
Mm-hmm.
So for an offense lacking in kind of big plays, and now we got to start getting a little imaginative. Grant, slow kick, bounces.
Got to get on that.
And it went out of bounds. And I'm kind of wondering here. It looked like the offensive player made a tackle. I want to see.
I have no idea what that call is.
I don't think he went for the ball. I think he just went for the defensive player. I just want to see what it is. Assume it's just the ball going out on the kickoff.
Oh, yep. Wasn't touched. And basically, Garfield going to take the ball where it goes out of bounds because they're going to have really good field position.
So, from the last special teams that gave them bad field position, much better this time, and hey, you get Grant back out on the field. Unfortunately, though, his favorite friend in the backfield is not out there with him. Replacing him is going to be Darnell Griffin, replacing Powers, who's still on the sideline, stretching everything out, talking with the trainers. And we'll set up 1st and 10 from the 40-yard line. 3 minutes left in the third. Looking to pass over top. Pump fake. Oh, my.
Oh.
And we got a pancake sandwich between two Griffin players. And I don't know who the other one is.
Well, I think part of the problem there was he stared into the passing lane, and all he saw was number 55, Anthony Clark, in the 6'6", 260-pounder. Kind of cuts out your vision a little bit.
Kendrick Johnson, too, the cornerback coming after him.
Yeah, the pocket just completely collapses on him. Big loss on the play.
2nd and 20 now. Looking left, looking right, running. And he'll gain 5 on the run.
Inside 2 minutes here in the third quarter.
A game that was so close at halftime.
It wasn't too long ago that Garfield had a lead in this game going into halftime, and it's been all adjustment and execution.
Big shift. And we haven't seen the pendulum swing back the other way. Powers still out. Where's he at?
He's not in the backfield, I know that.
Nope. Looking to pass down the sidelines. I think a little miscommunication. Miles Davis looked like he thought he was going downfield with it and decided to stay home.
That throw wasn't going to do much anyways. Griffins were all over that. First incompletion of the ball game for Grant, and a third 3 and out. No first downs in this third quarter for the Rams.
So Grant will punt it away, 3 and out. Pressure coming, does get it away. High kick, going to be caught at the 34-yard line. Bobbled a bit, step, off he goes. And we'll get it back to the 38-yard line. On the return is Timon Allison. So a little better field position the Rams put him in, but you got to stop the speed coming off the line. Powers, great success story, coming to Buchtel, doing great things with the football program. You see the adjustments he makes throughout the game.
Yeah, and again, the story of this game, there's 2 big plays in the ball game, but the story is up front. When Buchtel controlling the line of scrimmage, they're able to get what they want offensively, and especially defensively, like a big gainer here on first down.
20-yard run by Sams. Only his 10th carry, but there's the big play. They saw it last time on the end around by Allison. 1 carry for 20, and he gets 25 here.
And Sam's a difference maker here in the second half. He's thrown a touchdown pass, he's ran for a touchdown, and he's averaging about 15 yards a carry here in the second half.
Well, and he had a great hole there.
Again, up front.
He'll take a breather. Allie Gross comes in as well as timeout,
Buchtel can't get the guys set. Yep.
So with the timeout, want to let you know that City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public School Career Education, where adult vocational services have been providing career training to adult learners for over 55 years. Over 350,000 people have enrolled in the customized programs designed to meet the ever-changing needs of Akron area business, industry, and government. For more information, apscareers.com. So they come out. I still don't see. I want an update. Is he there? There he is.
He's ready.
He's ready. Not stretching anymore. I'm talking about Darren Powers, their running back. It looks to be back on the sidelines in good condition, but the defense is out there now for the Rams. Davis has someone step into him. He went off sides. Number 3 is Dier Saphir.
And the problem is the Garfield defense has been on the field for about 10 minutes here in the third quarter. A little fatigue penalty, which they can ill afford at this point.
You're right by the ball. How did you not see the ball? I can just hear the coaches saying. Runs into him.
Oh, that's a hold, my goodness.
Great spin move, but hasn't gained any yards yet. Cuts back up. There's another flag.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, a no-doubt holding penalty by Ali Gross. And then they dropped the flag about 30 minutes later, but that better be a hold.
Well, you got to give them props for moving very quickly laterally.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, I think we're going to be moving. No. There's a hold, but 2 personal fouls were given out, Joe.
Well, I can show you if you just rewind it on your TV at home, and you'll see number 1 grab a fistful of jersey in the open field.
Showing some age there, Joe. Just rewind it. Was this VCR?
You can't rewind on your DVR if you have a DVR.
It sounded very VCR.
Well, I didn't go
rewind it.
Betamax out on you and your film strips.
You got to get it developed.
Well, now, this thing I was watching earlier this week, the way they exchange films a lot of places is this huddle. And, I mean, it's almost like instant download, and you can make notes for your players, and it's amazing. It's a lot better than rewinding the old film strips like we used to have to.
Davis thrown over center.
Oh,
Hello.
my gosh.
Oh, an
Through 2
interception.
sets of hands.
Olsen, the intended target, and the inadvertent target is Grant.
And
He
that
just couldn't
deep-
hold on to it.
That deep slanting post has been there all night, wide open, right through his hands, right through Grant's hands, and that could have been a big play for either team.
2nd and 5 now. 6 seconds left here in the third, so this will be the last play. They'll get off. Clock has stopped on the incompletion. He'll go under center. Rucker up top. And Ollison on the bottom of your screen. Offset I formation. He'll use that. Comes inside. And he'll get about 4.
Running hard.
Does Sams.
That was number 21, Smith, on the carry. Going to be short of the first down, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter.
End of the third quarter. Puts up additional points and a big scoring quarter for them. 2 touchdowns. So they get 14 points in the third to make it 20-7. And anytime you give up 2 touchdowns in 1 quarter, you're going to be in trouble. And they're going to have to come in the fourth looking to give it right back to them. Want to let you know City Series football right here on APS 15, supported by Akron Public Schools, offering the International Baccalaureate program at Firestone High School, a rigorous 2-year program designed to meet the highest academic standards for any high school student in the world. Akron Public Schools at akronschools.com. Well, I will say this. I feel about as deflated as I think the Rams look at times. I mean, a good game in the first half, but this second half has just been dominated, or this third quarter has been dominated by Buchtel. The 2 scores. Defensively, just quicker. I mean, they had the unfortunate of a whole possession without their running back and without their quarterback.
Yeah, even football game in the first half, but Buchtel has looked like the decidedly better team here, at least in that third quarter. Let's see if the Grams are going to need a must stop here if they want to stay in the game.
Quickly off the line, Sam's taken down. No gain, maybe a yard at most. A good tackle by LaJohn Ellis.
Yeah, LaJohn went hard with the chokehold there and stopped him on 3rd down.
That's actually how my son gives hugs. He just grabs on the little kids and falls over. It's something I'm working on with him.
Good.
Not to do, but
Something
to
I'm
stop
working
doing.
Yeah, to be a big-time wrestler, UFC.
How not to hurt your sister. That's what I'm working on.
Uh-huh.
Hey, sister, I love you. And he falls over. He's like dead weight.
4th and a yard.
And they are possibly going for it. They have kicked out of this formation, but doubtful on this side of the field. Davis in the backfield. Spread out, looking left down the sidelines. DB there, but too much cushion. I think it's a 1st down for Rutger.
Just enough. They needed a yard. They go wide and get 2. Not what you would think they do on 4th down, but it works.
I was surprised I understand you have to keep away the deep play, but you have to run hard right when he catches it to knock him back. Because otherwise, he caught it about a yard behind and then stepped forward for the 1st down. 1st and 10.
Wow.
And a good push by the Rams. They'll go nowhere.
Yeah, they won that up front. Sam's did not get back to the line of scrimmage.
And again, same play. LaJohn Ellis coming through on the stop.
Again, with all that pursuit, you think maybe we might see a play action here for Davis. Still have Rucker in the ball game. He's going to line up on the near side here.
Bottom of your screen. Davis looking left, carrying it himself, looking for the pitch. He fakes the pitch and he'll go forward. He'll get 5 yards on the run.
Yeah, nice job going to the short side there.
And that's only his 1st run here in the 2nd half. Much more using his arm and using the running backs as their gain out of the backfield.
Third and 6.
9-17. Motion coming to the bottom of your screen. Looking right. Has time. Pressure coming. Rolling. Striking. Ball caught. I don't think he got much. Can't tell where the line lines up. It looks like short, 4th and short.
Yeah, he had to come back for that one.
So a 5-yard gain.
Nice pitch and catch.
To Rucker?
No, Dixon.
Dixon?
Number 23. He's the one that caught a touchdown pass, too. I told you it was 23, but nobody up here listened to me. Ooh, I'm getting bitter.
Just a little.
Another 4th down. The Rams going to have to get a big stand here because the time is just running down quickly for them.
4th and short. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
Who's he pointing at?
And we have a timeout.
Oh, all right. Nice timeout signal. He's like, yo, back.
This way.
You got it.
We'll talk it over. 4th and 1. The Rams needing a stop here, down 20-7 here in the 4th quarter.
And essentially, Buchtel has beat the Rams at their own game. Of course, they've thrown the football more, but they've ball-controlled offenses. They've mixed in a couple big plays with it. But the end, it's a complete domination because you force a couple 3-and-outs offensively, and then a great job by Buchtel controlling the football and really limiting mistakes. They've had a couple big penalties in this game. They've really limited mistakes. They have not turned the ball over, and they haven't had a lot of negative plays in the ball game, putting themselves in a hole. They've played the field position game when they've needed to.
Very good 4th down efficiency here in the 2nd half, 2 for 2. And looking to make it 3 for 3. Under center, split backs behind him, has Davis. 4th and 1. From the 20, hands the ball off. Sams has to cut up. He does. Still on his feet, takes a hit, but he'll have first down. 5-yard gain for Sams.
Great run by Sams as he goes outside, but he doesn't continue to go outside. The second he has a chance to turn it up and get the first down, he does that. So many times we see young backs try to make the big home run play and stay outside. He knew he needed the first down, and he ducked it up when he had to and got a tough 8 yards. And Sams has been the difference maker in the second half.
1st and goal from the 8. Davis hands the ball off, dives over. Not going to be enough. And I don't think he got anything on that one, Joe.
No, he
7:35.
good spot. They gave him a couple yards on that as he fell forward.
It's hard to see from our vantage point, a little lower from our camera angle, how many yards. You really have to look at the officials to see how far they move up. I formation, Davis, hard count. Looking to pass. Throws over the center and incomplete. Tried to one-hand it.
Yeah, that play was doomed from the start. There's no spacing there by those receivers, and kind of Davis, and the first time I seen him, and of course there was pressure, but he kind of threw that one up for grabs, and lucky that one wasn't picked off. 3rd down now for the Griffins.
They used the play you talked about, Joe. The cross, the fade over the center. Of course, it works when you have a little bigger field in front of you. 3rd and 5 from the 5. Motion coming to the top of your screen. They'll hike the ball, running right side.
Oh, that's a big, and they get it back.
They fumble the ball. They'll move back 5 yards, and that'd be 4th and goal from the 10.
Golden opportunity for the Rams there, but they can't get on the football.
And the motion being a little tricky.
And Smith, you could see the eyes come up and look for the hole before you had that ball secured just about a quarter second early, and that's all it takes is taking your eye off that ball. And Buchtel, even if they don't score, they've taken half of the 4th quarter off of the clock with this possession. But I'd like to see them probably air it out here. And they're going to get a delay if they don't get this thing off. Oh, they're going to the air. They're going to the air, partner.
All right, let's see. Davis in the backfield.
And there's a delay. I got it. Just took too long to get that thing off.
So we'll move back to the 15.
And that, in this situation, it just gives your offense a little bit more room to operate. It really does.
Come on.
They're going to the end zone anyway.
You need 15 yards. I like 3 yards. 3 yards gives me plenty of room.
Yeah, Woody
gives me
Hayes,
10 yards.
3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Give me 10 yards. I can go to the back of the end zone. Looking to pass now. He's 15 yards out. Has to throw it to the corner. Caught and the corner.
What a catch.
Had to slow down, but gets that one in, and they get another touchdown. Go up 26-7.
No, 23, guys.
23.
Dixon with his second
Tweety
TD
Dixon.
of the ball game.
So it's padded his stats because he has one from 15, and what was the other one? 5?
2.
2.
3rd catch, 2 TDs in the ball game, and he's
So I have him for 22 yards and 2 touchdowns.
that's pretty. And that's how you can sneak into being a player of the game candidate.
Your fantasy focus should have picked him up. It's like Jordan Cameron type numbers there. Oh my. And we got a flag down for the extra point. I think they have too many on the field. Oh, move back.
And all Griffins here in the second half. So Twitty Dixon with 2 TD receptions here in the second half.
Kick is no good. 26-7 it stays. We could call it the second half or just the Griffin half because that's all we've seen here. 6-11 here in the fourth. Oh, just a tough second half for the Griffins. A lot of things have gone wrong for them. Injuries.
Well, 8 plays and no first downs. That's basically what's happened.
No first downs.
The positive, I mean, is they haven't turned the football over. But the negative is here is the defense that bent but didn't break in the first half has been on the field so much. And Buchtel here now 3 for 3 on fourth downs. After the first one they didn't get, they're 3 for 4 totally in the ball game, and doing it via the pass and mixing it up, a good balance of run and pass here for the Griffins.
And Davis really the difference. And anytime you have good quarterback play, it's going to help your football team. Here in the City Series, it makes just as big a difference.
Senior quarterback, you can see he's very comfortable with the offense. He runs it when he has to. He drills it through the back of the end zone as well.
Being able to kick the ball, I don't know. I think it's a great asset when your quarterback can kick.
And it's paying off. It's showing playing the likes of McKinley and Lakewood St. Edward in back-to-back weeks is paying off dividends now. Playing that brutal non-conference schedule. You can see up front they are prepared on both sides of the football.
But what the playbook just opens up being able to have him back there to kick. If you have the mismatch like they had before, they had three wide receivers that were to the left. They weren't matched up. He hikes the ball in kicking area and then was able to throw for a first down. It just changes the dynamic of the game so much. But Grant now looking to pass, low snap, tried to hand it off, but couldn't. He's in a run. He'll get a gain of 5. It looked like he wanted to hand that one off, and no one wanted to take it.
All right, he says, I'll get what I can. Gets a nice little gain. And a Buchtel team that trailed at halftime is really going to work here in the second half.
In the shotgun, 2nd and 5. Grant catches it, runs, pitches, has space, cuts through, good cut, first down, and a 15-yard gain by Powers. That's a first good look he's had here for a while, 15th carry, and his first one in double digits in a gain. 5:20 left. They want to keep this momentum going. Let's get some points on the board.
They got to get up in the huddle quickly, or out of the huddle quickly. Their first down of the second half.
And they're going to have to keep it spread. They do. Grant looking right, hands the ball off, cuts back, nowhere to go at all. Tackle by Terrence Gaynor.
Yeah, bad read there. Grant should have held on to that one.
Clock continues to run. So it's going to be an interesting play, especially as we look forward on the schedule, as Buchtel and Ellet, kind of the team favorite.
Collision course right there.
Yep. Looking to pass, caught in the backfield, but cannot get away from defenders. And he'll pass it for a -5 yards. But 2 senior quarterbacks, that's gonna be a fun game to watch.
And that'll be again Ellet with a stable. And really the tables are kind of flipped there for once. Ellet goes in as the favorite in that game, and so many times they have not been. This year, they're a playoff team from last year. They have more players back than anybody else. They're the favorite to win this league, no doubt, partner. I know you're kind of. I see your look. They are the favorite. Trust me. But
they're the favorite.
Buchtel will relish not that role. They're always the favorite. They'll relish the fact that the Orangemen are getting a little bit more respect press because of the one big win they had over them last year. And remember, this isn't a series that has been back and forth in recent years. In recent years, it's been dominated by the Griffins. And why is the clock running here?
Because he stayed in bounds.
Okay.
He caught it and stayed in bounds.
And
And they let it run.
Taken their time.
I would say so.
That's because off of the
off the catch.
Yep.
And then they had an injury.
But then they had the injury, but then they ran it right away.
Looking to pass. Grant up top, right side. Great separation by Boozy. Oh boy. Oh boy. I love the Griffins, man. Every time they can, if the ball is on the ground, they just pick it up.
Take it to the house.
Hey, this could be a live ball, and if so, I'm taking it.
And
so on the catch, he'll get 5 yards back.
And one of my all-time favorite football players, maybe my favorite player, Jerry Rice, he used to run little out and slant routes. And he would always take them to the house every time in practice, especially when they weren't going live in practice. And people would ask him, why do you do that? He's like, because at any time that could happen in a game, and I want to be prepared so that I don't get caught. And he was not the fastest player. He was one of those players that they said he never was fast, but I never seen him get caught either when he got in the open field.
He was at the San Francisco game, and he still ran in the end zone, didn't he?
What do you mean?
Yeah, I think it was last Sunday. He was at the San Francisco game. He was in the Ring of Honor.
And he just kept going?
Well, no, he caught a pass at halftime, and he just kept running, went in the end zone.
That's what he does. And I didn't even know that. See? How about that?
He just caught a pass and ran in the end zone. He goes like this, and I think it was I watched the highlights on NFL Network, and they said Jerry could still play. He could still play.
Oh, my gosh, he was great.
He's in condition to play, just in case his number is called. I don't know, if you're New England, you might want to call that number.
He's not going.
You heard it first here. You heard the rumor here on APS 15. Looking to kick this one away. 4th and 12. Grant will kick it up, almost tipped there. Then a hit at the 32. Take a ram bounce to the 28-yard line and be down there. So Buchtel has just under 3 minutes left till they get their second win in the City Series. Last one coming earlier last week against Firestone in what was mostly mud and a little football sprinkled in. So they'll take over from here. I haven't seen Ellet play yet. And I know they have some players that can make those big plays. But if you're looking for a shootout, I think Buchtel's pretty well equipped to do it either this way, running the ball, or passing the ball real well.
Well, they're certainly not going to look. No team wants to look for a shootout with Buchtel because that's not a recipe for success. You want to do what Garfield did in the first half but couldn't sustain, and that's control the ball, keep their offense on the sideline as much as possible.
Sam's an 8-yard run sets up 2nd and 2. Little motion in the backfield, moves over. He cuts back right. We got a football down. Davis tries to get it. I don't think he got it back. Let's see here. Let's see. I think it's Brett Flowers for the. No, not Brett Flowers.
They retain possession.
Chris Meckley almost had it. Tried to get it from Davis.
Corrick Smith having a rough second half here. Fumbled twice, but that's the 4th time Buchtel's put it on the floor, and they haven't lost the turnover yet.
Well, and the fullback came to the left side to be his lead. he goes behind him. There's no hole there, but he doesn't stay with it. He bounces outside into another defender. And this time they go to Gross. And he's going to get nothing, maybe 1 yard.
Eric McCants with another big hit. Nice job getting low.
1 yard is what they gave him. 4th and 4. And we have a time. No, we have an injured player. Injured player is going to be Jared Bell.
He's been in the trenches all day. I think he's maybe a little stinger.
It looks kind of like a Charlie horse. That's what it looks like. Or maybe worse.
And that's happened a lot to Garfield today. And it's not even that hot, you know. And it's not that the guys aren't drinking water. We see it happening. It's just one of them things. You see it happen in certain teams in certain games. 4th down. Let's see if they go for it. Nope. Little
They
kick.
kick it. High. Going to land at the 35 and be down at the 38-yard line by Dylan Carmetti. So we have 33 seconds. And you can pretty much start tallying, Joe, because I think we're about done here.
I'm working on it, brother.
26-7 is going to be your score.
You want any input in this player of the game, or are you going to let
I know
Peter pick it?
I know it's in good hands.
No.
Well, you said Peter. I know.
Never mind.
I know it could be in better hands. Peter doesn't have a stat sheet up there. He just gets at the look test.
Pass the old eye test.
That guy, he looks like player of the game. Grant running right, cuts inside, cuts back inside. He'll have 10 yards still on his feet, 15. Grant's 9th carry and biggest gain. And the clock will run as soon as the sticks are down. They might have 1 play left.
Yep.
They'll get up, clock running. He's in the backfield. Looks like he's in a pass here. Oh, tricky. Under 10. Under 5. Snap. Looking left. Pad the scoreboard. No. Incomplete. Oh, and that'll do it. That was close. Kind of around 1 second, but they'll let it go. 26-7 is your score at the end of the 4th as they get another touchdown in the 4th through the Griffins and add to their total. And they'll go to 2-0 in the City Series as they move on. Garfield will fall to 1-1 in the City Series and 2-3 overall. Buchtel will get its 2nd win, 2-3 overall on the season with their hard out-of-conference schedule, as Joe had mentioned. Joe working on our career education player of the game. But we'll have another great game for you coming up next week. Want to thank all those that helped make it possible. Jim Morgan, Ryan Dumont, our executive producer, Peter George upstairs on our camera, Joe Pacansky doing his hard stats over there. Yourself, Dave Schick, always a good-looking one sitting next to you.
Are you ready for this?
I was filling time.
Oh, yeah. I was filling all right. Hey, all Griffins here in the second half after trailing 7-6 at halftime. A 20-0 domination in the second half where they controlled the line of scrimmage and controlled the clock, having it for about 16 of the 20, or actually 18 of the 24 minutes in the second half, Dave. Really a three-headed monster. They did it up front, but they did it through the air. Derek Rucker, 5 receptions, 68 yards and a touchdown. Senior quarterback Chris Davis did a great job as usual. 11 for 18 passing, 148 yards, and a couple of touchdowns through the air. But the difference this year so far in the Buchtel Griffins team that I've seen, which I didn't see a lot out of them last year, is the ability to run the football as well. And they did it today mainly with Marquise Sams, and the sophomore will be our player of the game. 122 yards rushing today for Sams, and he did it on 15 carries. He was the workhorse back. He also threw a touchdown pass and ran for a touchdown, so congratulations to Sams and company and Ricky Powers as the Buchtel Griffins go to 2-0 in City Series play.
that'll do it here for us. Thank you, Joe. We want to thank all of you for watching, and we will see you next week right here on APS 15.